couple come into my office the other day, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. I think that they were given a bit of a disservice. They went to several other lenders, and these other lenders were giving them basically the brush off. And that happens a lot because a situation may be a little bit more complicated, or it may be a little bit tougher, and they just don't want to deal with it, quite honestly. So in this instance, we have an older couple that want to sell their house, and then they want to go to a smaller place like a condominium. And when they're doing that, they have a lot of equity in their home, and so they could do something like a bridge loan. And they could also do just a mortgage on the new property with a minimum down payment, and then backfill essentially, or put in a lump sum payment after the fact once they get the equity from their home. And since they really don't have a payment from their current home, they could afford to do it that way. The lenders told them that they didn't have quite enough income. But there are ways to get more income for people who have retirement. In certain instances, you can use assets as a form of income. So if somebody has a large asset, a large account, we can actually use that as a stream of income. But also, if you're already getting a stream of income from a retirement account, that can be increased to create more income, and it can be adjusted as time goes on. So you can increase that stream of income, and you can decrease it if you no longer need that. The other thing that can be done is a servicer can do what's called a recast on your mortgage, or a re-amortization. So you can take an existing mortgage with a payment based on what you closed at the time. So let's say we had $300,000, but now you got $200,000 extra from the sale of your home. Now you can put that into as a lump sum payment, and your servicer, for a fairly small fee, can re-amortize that with $100,000 that's left. The point is, there are lots of different ways that we can work with customers to make something work for them, to work within their set of circumstances. And in this instance, it actually wasn't a hard fix, but they went through 2 other lenders before they got to me. And once I looked at their situation, it was actually very doable. Now, it took a couple of extra steps. It's going to take a little bit more time, well worth it to work with the customer and make their housing dream come true. I hope this information helps. Give me a like and a follow, and I hope you have a great day.